Hello and welcome to today's Wild Hearthstone deck tech and gameplay video on a budget dragon list, which I guess you would call a control list. Budget Dragons is a run-of-thall list that wants to use loads of dragons and their payoffs to eventually win the game. Things like your Scale Riders and Onyxia and Wardens, and all of those, if you're holding a dragon, do X cards, where you want to use those to fight for the board and just generally control, along with other tools, kind of like Mutanuses and such, that are just nice sort of glue cards to hold the whole deck together. And we want to play all these cards, control the board, until we can either generally kill them with our big scary dragons like your Onyxias of the world, or things like Kazakazans, and hopefully we can craft a lovely treasure hoard that probably will help us make our opponent's hero explode. Now, don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you like my grab bag of content and would like to see more in the future. And if you have any sort of questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Now, on to game number 1. And game number 1 with our little budget dragon list. Generally, I just find it good to keep a curve of things to do, and this isn't that bad. We can interact with our opponent if it's some sort of pirate thing, although they did mulligan away their what would have been their quest, so it's probably not that has to be said.
I see you've brought cakes.
Let's see. Ooh. Well, okay, that's not fair. I was gonna say maybe it's some sort of mech warrior, but that's not necessarily the case. Let's see. Opponent is going kind of slow. We'll go ahead and Witchdoctor. Just see what we can find until we sort of figure out what our opponent's doing. Clear Conscience is fine. Go ahead and end the turn. Go ahead and end the turn. Pardon. Just for reference, as you can see, my rank is real low. The ladder reset yesterday, and I don't want to grind through Hearthstone. I don't like the game that much. It is mech. Hell yeah! I don't care how this game goes. I'm in it for like cool matchups. Huh? I can't remember the last time I would have ever seen a mech warrior. Anywho, back to the original point. Or back to the original game. I guess in that case we can Dirty Rat. I don't think there's going to be anything that big that I'm scared about. That's would have been potentially useful. We're going to go ahead and keep the Whelp in hand just to have a dragon in hand to like activate all of our synergies. Let me turn the music up real fast because I cannot hear it at all. There we go. It's going to have to be enough. Honestly, that's not bad. I think we'll just go ahead and play the Sentinel and the Agent. Good examples of like some pretty budget like dragon synergy cards that aren't that bad, honestly. Don't know what that noise was, but that's cool. Kargath's a weird one. I'm getting... Okay, no, you are mech. You just have some weird cards in there. But that's fine. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Ooh, that's kind of good. That is pretty good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Breath of the Infinite. Oh, that's a cat playing with a toy out here in the other room. I apologize if you guys hear that. After that, we'll go ahead and Witchdoctor. We don't care if our opponent gets that much armor. It's not really the worst. Excavated Evil is just good because it's a sweeper. I think we're going to be playing the like more control-y role. I mean, we usually are. This deck really functions more as like a control deck, if you want to call it that. Oh boy, that's not great. It's fine though, right? Yeah, we'll go ahead and clear. Why not? It's not great. Yeah. It's not a good way around that. We just got to sort of give our opponent some armor, which isn't great, but, you know, what are you going to do? Really? I still don't think that card is, like, that useful. Like, it's got to work for him here, and, like, you know, by all means, good on you, and all that. but I do maintain this. Yeah, we'll do Excavate Evil. It's about as good of an opportunity for that card as we're ever going to get. We can go ahead and coin the horn. If we get a dragon, we can remove something. But honestly, even if we don't, because sometimes we do brick, but like, it's still 3 mana, 2 creature. It's like not the worst thing in the world. And, ooh, okay, no, that's fair. And yeah, the floor is fine. Okay, there's some weird ones. I see this card in mech list a lot, and I am not convinced by it. I could very well be wrong, as I'm wrong about a lot of things in life. Ooh, that's good. So in that case, I think we'll just get rid of the biggest static creature with our worm. See what our Netherspite can find us. Hi, sweetheart. You wanna come hang out with Dad? Yeah. Yeah, Blackwing is pretty good. It helps us fight for the board, doesn't it, baby girl? But he says he almost drops his keyboard like an absolute. I love our opponent's deck. Yeah, I don't even care how this win goes. This is a great game just for like the unique brews we get to see here. So I'll totally take that. Okay, it's less than ideal. But, yeah, go ahead and again get rid of the biggest status thing, and we'll start, and just start trying to turn the corner here. As I pet the cat, who is demanding of my attention. I apologize. Unless he has, like, wrench calibers. It's not the worst, and we're going to cannibalize that and get a lot of health, so it's really not that bad. Yeah, that's still the right thing to do. It's not interesting. I do acknowledge that. But it's better to be not interesting and alive. I've actually, before somebody's like, why is cannibalizing that list? Well, not to... I try to make space for, like, new cards in a list. And that's a new card, and it's really not that bad. It's, like, fine. Especially in a budget list. Oh, that's going to be a little bit difficult. No, it's not, Max. You're good. We can whelp down the bomb boy. We can ruin their big taunt. Go ahead and Amalgam to find another dragon. All of these are awful. God, that's really bad. I guess a whelp? Because we can play it. But that's, like, pretty bad. See what our opponent does. They have a load of armor and cards in hand, but that's about it. It's not bad. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Sure, I guess we could find a dragon off of this. Okay, Primordial's not that bad. We can bonk into the, what's this card called again? Come on. Automaton, that's it. And then we can Drake kill it. Heal us up. Still maintaining a Blackwing if we can sort of, narrow, like, ensure what it, like, hits in response. That's fine. We're still good. Okay, now it's not getting good. But at this point, we're damn near just going to play the Blackwing to kill something. Sorry, what the hell is that? If this takes damage, you'll put 2 golem parts in your deck. When drawn, summon it. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Let's see. If we do that, it goes to 6 power, 6, 9... Nice. Let's see. Play the Blackwing. The most it takes off the board is 2. The least it takes off the board is 2 damage. So 8. Let's see. 8 and 3, 11, 6, 17. We die to most things, but odds are it hits something better than that. So we'll go ahead and play the Blackwing. We acknowledge the fact if it hits bad, we just die. That's not bad. Next turn, we can once again play the Psychic and Clear Conscience. It's not great, but that's fine. And that is not a mech, that's fair. Maybe they'll trade in for me? No, that would have been too simple. Just for reference, I realize in this moment, if you have in your collection or have the excess dust, okay, that's much better. If you have the collection to use a Dragonfire potion or to craft one, use it. I just don't have that ability to right now. Otherwise, I would. Now, go ahead and Psychic. I'm gonna play. Oh, you're fucking me. I fucked myself, didn't I? I order lulled myself like a fucking moron. That probably has lost me the game at this rate. That's really fucking frustrating. I was too busy explaining my play and didn't just do the damn play. That's super fucking frustrating. Yeah, okay, we probably lost. My original point. If you have Dragonfire Potion, use it. I don't, so I didn't. That's so fucking frustrating. I'm literally... That actually just gets me killed, doesn't it? Yeah. That's so fucking dumb. That's cool. Alright, you're not gonna... Yeah, I was about to say, don't play more cards. Don't be fucking BM about it. Nope. That's really fucking frustrating. Still a fun game. But yeah. The perks of like trying to talk over these things is that you'll fuck yourself in order and lose a game that you probably could have been okay with for that turn. Anywho, on to game number 2. And game number 2 with our little budget dragon controller list. I guess we can get rid of a ruin because every rogue is some burgly fucking milly nonsense list. So that card's almost certainly dead. Barring, you know, wild RNG hits off of Thief. Stuff like that. The rest is, like, fine as just a curve. And again, odds are we can Dirty Rat on 2 with relative safety, because it'll probably hit something weird, like a totem, the totem of the shark thing, or like a cold light, or whatever the cold light version is. We're not gonna, like, totally screw ourselves and, like, give them like a 10 drop too terribly early. Alright, coining. Okay, that's different. Has to be fair, but that is not at all what I expected. I suppose the play remains the same since we don't have any dragons anyway. Okay, yeah, no, it's not that different. It is exactly what I thought it was. They just have a cool little addition in the post. So yeah, my initial assessment was actually correct. Totally cool to do exactly what I was going to. That's fine, they can tax all the cards in the world. I think we'll go ahead and discover a dragon. It'll probably be a Spellkin just because it, like, regresses the board. It's one of those, this deck, it's so, like, oh god, I'm gonna... Maybe running like bad cards too. That's neato. That's cool. Holding a dragon. Okay, we can do that. So then we can do 1 hits here, 1 hits there. Next turn we can play the Cobalt and just start again trying to apply some pressure. Wow, I'm like doing pretty good at these callouts of what my opponent's going to be running. Not bad. Nixie is cool, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and play the Spellkin. Just the best body on curve. I can silence the shark, or the totem, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, or spirit, whatever. It's a fucking totem, but whatever. So that's fine. That's superior then. We can just go ahead and hit it. Go ahead and have this get countered. And then I guess we'll have... Yeah, we'll go ahead and silence this and have that get countered. discover another dragon. And the Ember Whelp is just the best here. What is that? He used the coin already, so that's not on the table. So we have a couple turns until that annoying elf rogue, strictly better vanish thing happens that they all tend to run. We will see what our opponent does, however.
Drink with me, friend.
That sounds about right. That prize vendor, that was the cold light version that I was thinking of. What did you bounce again? Guess we can try and hit it with a Mutanus, though we might not. Okay, Lab Recruit is kind of good. Just want to try and remove their make us mill, make us draw, all of their like goofy ass cards that like sort of what's the word? Progress their goofy game plan. I guess is what we're wanting to do. Oh, dude, I'm fucking. If I lose to all these fucking tech cards, like not even like they're like the tech cards of tech cards. Someone's hurt this guy. This person has lost against like one too many druids with Jade Idol, and it's just decided this is their life now. It's decided they're gonna like be miserable forever. Yeah, let's see what we can find with an operative. Why not? That sounds about right. Cheat Death is actually kind of good here. Might get another shot at a Dragonite Operative. Maybe another Mutanus hit, depending on what they do. Pretty good. Pardon? I don't know if I agree with that particular. I mean, cool, whatever, I guess. Sounds about right. Come on, show me a Shadow Step, or another Brewmaster, or fucking your second Lab Recruiter, or Zola. Come on, man. Go ahead and win the award for most mid-ass deck on the planet. Probably that's set to counter a creature, which does sort of kind of fuck up what we're wanting to do. Sure, we'll lose the Firetree. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess we'll just go face, actually. Fuck that. We're gonna die no matter what we do anyway, so why sit here and, like, stand on eggshells for our inevitable doom? I guess Deathwing. Go ahead and heal ourselves, be like a bro. At this rate, we gotta make them have it. We know they have vanishes in the deck because we saw it off of a Draconid. Not to mention the fact that they just play vanishes, and that Scabs, that's his fucking name, that card. These decks always run those cards, and I understand why, because it's good for their, you know, synergy of just getting repeated uses of the battle cries. So, we just have to make them have that card. It's unfortunate because it's like, again, it's painfully average, but like, what do you got though? Which ones did he get back in his hand? That's cool.
My hand is full.
Yeah. I'm trying not to be too negative, but I am, in fact, just a negative person in general. We're probably... Okay. I know this isn't a good play, but... Gotta be honest, Hearthstone's been a lot of unfun for the past few days. We're just gonna Kazakazan and rip it. Odds are he's got the forever locky, bouncy, all that stupid shit. He's probably got all of it, so I just don't care anymore. Sure. Wand of Disintegration, sure, that's not that bad. Spyglass. And Sure, Staff of Scales. I don't fucking care. We'll do the Hyper Blaster because it doesn't really matter. Because this is when everybody pulls their best like Dane impression or whatever the fuck, or their best Mark impression, and just like forever loops me or does some dumb shit that like just sort of locks me out of my like trying to have fun game plan. Take whatever card you want, dude. I don't give a solitary fuck. So watch it be like a prep and then like a hero power into like a fucking actual vanish or some goofy shit like that. Come on. That's sap. I can just take another stab at the wheel because I didn't like that deck. There's a Shadow Step. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Show me that mediocrity, baby. That's cool. I'm going to give this 3 turns. But we'll spend our last couple of turns talking about the deck. The deck, if you are like me and you don't really care about, like... You care about your rank only so far in that it, like, gives you, like, rewards. You know, like, free stuff. You can have fun with this deck. So just play it. Play your own version of it. I'm sure it's a genuinely very fun deck. Let's see. We'll play a Worm Rest in case they have that Ransack card, whatever the fuck that is. However that works. Watch its speed evasion. It's not. But yeah, we'll go ahead and rip another Kazakhstan and find something better. Actually, Wax Rager is kind of good because I have a full hand. Look at the Dead's pretty good. Exerciser's the only one that makes any sense. Sure, Staff of Scales. And, sure, Vampiric Fangs. That's fine. But back to the deck. You can have a lot of fun with your own dragon list. Having spent the last couple of weeks, like, testing out Kazakhstan treasures, this card is fun, but, like, the treasures aren't that good. I mean, yeah, if you get really lucky and you get, like, great hits, then you can do, like, you know, you can do God's work or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That much is true, but that's a really small use case. So just, but it's, like, not bad. It's not, like, aggressively bad. It's just not, like, the game-winning thing that I hoped it would be. So have some fun, you know, like make a dragon list, play some tribal decks, have some fun, and don't let shit get to you. Do like I'm about to do after this game is over, and take a day off from Hearthstone. Don't let the fact that people are not that imaginative ruin your fun. Almost guarantee we're just gonna rip a Deathwing. I don't care about what gets like hit and what doesn't get hit anymore. My brain's pretty well over it. And he probably has the, whatever the fuck his name is, a Kanyon creature. He doesn't! Until that's the spell he gets back, I think. That's cool. Neato. Oh, you got a 4-watch post. That's cool. That is A-okay with me. Yep. That's cool. I think we're on the 3rd turn. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Boop. And boop. And boop. Go ahead and Spyglass, see what we find. Oh, they have it in Athreus, don't they? Because Hearthstone's just combo bullshit from the bottom. I'm sorry, what? Random card for... Oh, opponent's hand. Okay. Odds are we just died of the Renethal, and I don't care anymore. It's one of those, it's just Hearthstone doing Hearthstone things. That's cool. That's cool, bro. Whatever you gotta do. Sure, we'll go ahead and cannibalize it. I'll keep going because there's technically a chance, or just not practically. Start hitting our opponent with spells. I'll give it actually 3 turns before my interest is out of it. I applaud your commitment to the mill. I do. These are like, if you were just a pure mill list, to be fair, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. A lot of lists do this. That's not accurate. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go face. I don't care. Give me more cards. Oh, do I copy? I didn't know that. I didn't know that I copied it as like with whatever stats it was with, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna win, honestly, by RNG bullshit. Let's call a spade here, folks. Wait, okay, if it gets bounced, does it get bounced with the same infused? Get the fuck out of here! It does. I didn't deserve that win. To be entirely fair, our opponent had us dead to rights. I just won because RNG. I'll take it because I'm not that picky. But yeah, like we talked about a few minutes ago, Dragon Priest is actually kind of fun. It's not good, but it's fun. And that's like an important distinction to make, that I'm cool losing magical internet points for to have some fun and like try a new brew. And you should too. Don't let magical points on the internet or other people telling you what you want decide what makes, or decide your fun. As long as it doesn't, you know, fuck with other people, who cares? Anywho, thank you all for watching. Remember to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you like me and my bitchy and my moany and whiny demeanor and would like to see more. And if you have any sort of recommendations, I don't have X, what about Y? Even though the list is pretty budget friendly, I would argue the only thing you sort of need is like a good density of dragon, you know, if you're holding dragon do X cards. You need a good density of those, but which ones you use can vary on, or depend on what your collection is. I would just argue Kazakhstan is kind of like, what's that? Like the cherry on top for like the theme. But other than that, I'll try and answer any other, like, you know, budget questions. Have a great day. Stay kind to one another. Just go have some fun out there. Life's too short. Alright. Bye-bye.